Thank you very much, guys, for joining us on the day 2 of Just Transition Africa Virtual Summit. And we are very excited to have you today. So Mr. Hector is going to kick off a keynote speech on SMME growth and development in green economy. So Mr. Hector Makato, I apologize if I'm not pronouncing the surname correctly. He is the center manager for Mpumalanga Stainless Steel Initiative, and he has is a technologist also, I should say, and previously he was the portfolio manager for advanced manufacturing technologies, and also he has been the seed fund manager and business development officer and technology innovation at the Technology Innovation, and he was the project leader at Petro SA Synthetic Fuel and Innovation Center. So he has highly organized business acumen and is very passionate technologist. He has a master's degree in applied chemistry from the University of Pretoria. So it's part of his interests are in SMME development, portfolio and program management, technology transfer. He's very passionate about entrepreneurship and commercialization. Equally, is much interested in business development and strategic management. So we are going to have Mr. Hector to give us his keynote speech. Mr. Hector, thank you so much for joining us. And it's a privilege to be hosting you on this Just Transition Africa Summit. Would you please switch on your microphone? And would you like me to show your presentation from here, or you would launch it from there? Which one is convenient for you?
I have it here. Thank you.
Awesome. So you may introduce yourself further and then share your presentation and your keynote speech with us. Thank you very much once again.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Hector Makato. The program director has already mentioned, I work for a company called Mpumalanga Stainless Initiative as a center manager there. So we are an incubator, business incubator. We work with SMMEs, particularly in steel fabrication, or what we call commonly known as welding. So it start with fabrication, the whole process starting with fabrication until we get the through welding until we get the final product. So I'm going to, I must say that I've learned in the past few minutes that I've missed a lot yesterday, and thanks colleagues to share your experiences from yesterday. They really even helped me in opening this topic for today. Mr. Apata has already mentioned that we need this program to be practical. So I believe I made it practical, and obviously considering that there's youth in here and entrepreneurs who want things to be practical, I focused on making this more practical with case studies, particularly focusing on steel fabrication and giving some few examples, but obviously related to the topic that we have today. And also, and colleagues will bear with me. I know some of us here are doctors. If I call you doctor or Mr., it's not to offend you. Dr. Mukubeti also mentioned inclusivity. Mpumalanga is one of the provinces in a very highly rural area. So, and as much as other provinces, rural areas within the province, included in this presentation is inclusivity. In how do we include this SMMEs or the communities in rural areas or townships in green economy in order to participate in the green economy. With that being said, so Mpumalanga Stainless Initiative, it's an MPC, abbreviated as MSI. We are an incubator in steel fabrication. We give services like steel knowledge exchange, shared infrastructure, and technology support for these SMMEs. How do we support those SMMEs? So we have structured business and technical knowledge that we offer to these SMMEs and expertise. And obviously we offer those in partnership with our with our strategic partners within the province, and because we are situated in a municipality also within the municipality, there are some strategic partners who are outside the province. But for now, one of the tasks that we are doing is to make sure that we get our model right. I must say the organization has been there for about 10 years. Like any other organization, we are going up and down in terms of some challenges. But what we entrench ourselves as we are the only stainless steel hub in the country that offer steel fabrication activities to SMMEs, particularly focusing on our youth, unemployed artisans, and you name them. And like I mentioned, our offerings are not much different from the standard incubation offerings, like your mentoring, coaching, facilitation of access to market and funding, and you name them. So I'm not going to dwell much on this. This is our model. It starts with training these SMMEs throughout to pre-incubation, incubation, and we graduate them, and they become new SMMEs. The program, obviously, depending on the maturity of the SMEs that we recruited, it takes up to 3 years. For those who are not familiar with the province, Mpumalanga is in the eastern side of the country. I hope you can see my mouse. We have 3 district municipalities. MSI is sitting under Ngalanga, a local municipality, a district municipality, specifically in Stiftswete, local municipality. I must mention that Mpumalanga is one of the mineral rich province with minerals. So particularly in terms of coal, but coupled to that, it's the pollution, which I'm going to talk as I introduce the green economy topic. So our shareholders, we have CEDA, hence we are here. We have the Provincial Department of Economic Development and Tourism. We key to our technical expertise. We have Columbus Stainless, which is giving us technical expertise in terms of processing stainless into various products. We have Stiftswete local municipality also participating in training SMMEs, specifically within their local municipality. We got SASTA, which give us some level of intelligence in terms of trend in the market. And that is important for the SMMEs. You have to understand where the trends are. Hence, we are now in the green economy. We used to have the steam, the ancient era where steam was when mechanical a way of manufacturing products were popular. So now we are in the green economy where innovation become key, and inclusivity, as I've said. So one could be surprised, why steel? How does steel really even contribute into the green economy? Steel, it goes to rust and all those things. But one element that I must highlight here is steel is critical in various sectors and technology advancement that are required specifically to drive the green economy. And those sectors range from the automotive industry, our construction, which is taking much steel from, it consumes a lot of steel. And we've got metal products, various metal products that we have, and then obviously machineries and some electric and domestic appliances that we know. They are important in, they are derived from steel. So this is just a few case studies, international case studies, as I'm going to our zooming down into the country. So there is a company in Finland that constructed a stainless steel tank to make sure that affordable water and fresh and affordable water is available for their community. The second one is a house made of steel, energy efficient, high strength, and it uses fewer materials. And what is important in line with the green economy is the reusability and recycling. So if this tank is no longer required, or this house is no longer required, you can just disassemble it, and then you take that steel and convert it into other products that are needed at that time. So that is what I'm going to call the endless product life cycle of steel, which, because of recyclability, you cannot talk about green economy and you don't talk about recyclability. What I'm excited about as a time scientist, it's the future of, I know there's quite a lot of advancements in terms of materials that are used for future vehicles. But what is really exciting for me, it's bringing steel down also to participate into the green vehicles. So your slide on the far left is a green vehicle that in future we are moving towards that. And obviously start with the production and making sure that the steel it's light and durable and can be used for e-vehicles, and you name them. So this is what you call the future green steel vehicle, which obviously scientists and a lot of researchers are looking at. How do we keep having abundance of such steel? And obviously, some of us have seen in the investment conference that we had held by the president. You saw a lot of investment that went into steel products, starting with fabrication. I couldn't continue speaking about green economy without talking about speaking briefly about the Sustainable Development Goals, what we call SDGs, and the progress thereof. Some of colleagues who are familiar with this, you'll know that South Africa is still considered as the most unequal society. And an example of that, it's you'll see the greener side on the top side of my picture here. It's the likes of Sandton, and then the bottom side, it's the likes of Alexandra, where there's shacks and the fewer trees there. The place is not as green as you see the bottom of this, and it's divided by a very good road. When you go here, you don't see any more roads. And I can't also ignore the reality of Africa, including South Africa, pollution. So what do we do about this pollution in line with the green economy? Vehicles that are continuously polluting the environment, our famous energy generator, that we know, I can't mention the name, also polluting the environment. So what is this green economy? I would understand previously, the previous speakers have already dwelled much on the green economy, but what I want to highlight here is the focus areas that we would have. This is the recycling in line with the steel. Remember, I'm deliberately focusing on steel, and how much goes to waste. So how much can we recycle? So how much goes to waste? As much as I know, a lot of steel is getting recycled, not as much as plastic. Some of the plastics cannot be recycled, but we want to have the arrow that's saying recycled as opposed to one that goes to waste. So I must say just here that going to the next slide, it's where is South Africa in this green economy. Where are we focusing? So we do have in this slide a lot of clean energy, green building, sustainable transport, you name them, until waste management and environmental sustainability. But where is South Africa in this? There is an article that was published by CSR as the a leader in development of the green economy. So they reduced this into 5 main elements. 1, energy, transport, agriculture, water, and waste. In such that we are able to have some level of inclusivity, equity, well-being of our people, low carbon emission country, and we become resource efficient. So how do we really link steel with the green economy? Like I mentioned, the recyclability and the endless life of steel fit well with the circular economy, or what we call the green economy. So laterally or ideally steel, you can, what you do is you can manufacture a product, when you don't need it, you can convert it you can disassemble that and convert it into various other products without a lot of waste. So there might be minimum waste, and obviously researchers and scientists are researching to make sure that we minimize waste. But as much as we know, a lot of revenue is made from steel recycling as opposed to other recyclable materials. So you'll consider steel as a renewable material as in that context, on the fact that you do not dump it into the environment. And I'll give you a few examples in terms of our contributions in that aspect through our SMMEs. And how do we do that? I've prepared a few case studies just to show our contribution, and obviously a few challenges of this SMMEs. And I hope this is not seen as challenges by SMMEs, it's opportunities. And that's where entrepreneurship comes. Seeing challenges as an avenue for one to come with, as an opportunity, and come with the relevant solution. I must just mention that I've tried to, we do have beyond this in terms of our SMMEs, but these are the ones that I felt do contribute to the green economy aspect. On the far left in the picture that I have, which is case study 1, it's a one company that we have actually graduated this in this financial year. It's called KG Dollar Innovations. They focus on steel fabrication, industry maintenance, manufacturing of and maintenance of conveyor belt, hydraulic systems, solar powered stainless mobile shower. That is going to be what I'm focusing on. So the picture that you see on the left is a mobile stainless steel shower. It's powered. If you can see, look at on the top of that, it's a geyser. It's powered through solar. It's specifically used by mine. So at the back of that is our workshop. We do have a workshop where we hire this. I mean, before we graduate them, we give them space for them to be stable a little bit. Then we exit them. The picture on the right, it's not really related to this, but in terms of creating a green infrastructure and how building. So this is a structure that the same company built for Middleburg Hospital. So it's made of steel. So the idea there is steel will last forever. The second one here, we see brass stand, but what we don't see here, it's what are they made of. So these brass stand are made of old geysers. So this is a women-owned company that manufacture brass stand from old geysers, and then they sell them. So it is one of our new SMMEs. What is exciting, it's one of our promising SMMEs. We're going to profile them in this year in our annual report. So they hire 5 permanent employees, very exciting in this era. And they managed to pull through the COVID-19 for 2 or 3 years, keep paying these employees. The last one is Omega bricks. Very exciting. This is in renewable energy. So they manufacturing from stainless steel, solar tracker. The panels, currently they are doing testing. So one of their main needs and other products that they are looking at is the structures for chicken farming. But currently they are not making any turnover. So what they require is market access. I normally say once you have market access, money will follow. I won't talk about investment here. So investment will follow. If you got as an entrepreneur, that is my message to entrepreneurs, get the right product, get the product that the market needs, money will follow you. So with that being said, how do we link this SMMEs with the green economy, and what are the drivers in the green economy to make sure that this SMEs succeed or thrive in the environment? There are three elements: one, the eco investor; two, the eco entrepreneur; and then three, the eco adapter. So in terms of eco innovator, so eco innovator, it's nothing other than working together, making sure that you collaborate with people with the same ideas, same mind, as opposed to wasting resources, developing your own model where you can partner with other people. But it goes beyond that. It goes beyond the product or the services. It also talks about the business model. If the business model allows you to co-create with other people, and you do so, but in that environment, in that core innovation, what you do is you make sure that your impact into the environment, negative impact into the environment, is reduced. That is the core into this. You can do all this, but core to that, it's we make sure that in that we have less impact. We reduce our negativity or the negative impact into the environment. And in terms of core entrepreneurship, it's so this kind of entrepreneurs, they share similarities with the traditional entrepreneurs, but what is different about them is they are different in that in their strategic objectives and their motivation, as they tend to see greater sustainability. And sustainability, you remember I spoke about sustainable development. So you cannot speak about a green economy when there's no sustainability. So what they see it is a greater sustainability as one of their targets. The last one, which is the eco adapter. The eco adapters, this group really how they green their products or their model. So they're looking at uptaking environmentally friendly technologies and sustainable business practices. So what they do is they sit here, they look at what is this product doing? Can I benefit from this product? Is it environmentally friendly? Can I make some revenue from it? And then they adopt it. In some environment, they look at technology transfers or product transfers. So they don't go there and come with solutions. They sit here and say, when there's a product that is promised, they go grab it, either license it, buy it, or whichever way, and then they run with it. But in doing that, what they do is they make sure that they are compliant to the environment. But in addition to that, they're looking for incentives. We don't the likes of your DPSA, your DTIC now, the Department of Trade, Industry and Competition. They have incentives if you comply. So they're taking advantage. So these guys, you can call them people who take advantage of others, but in they taking advantage, they make sure that they comply and they do not pollute, or they make sure that they are operating in an environmentally friendly manner. Obviously, why do we do this? It's to make sure that we certify our need today, so that the need for the future and our kids and the next generations can still live a healthy life and be happy. This is my last slide if my time has run out. So in conclusion, so how does MSI contribute to the green economy? We contribute to the four core elements. One, the renewable energy through our solar tracker system, the resource conservation, making sure that the material that has been used up, geysers get their lifespan and somewhere somebody takes, one of our SMEs takes those geysers, buy them at a smaller fee, convert them into usable product bright stands. And obviously, with that product also, waste management, so that avoids the geysers having to be packed elsewhere without in getting a new being reused. But the endless product life cycle of steel also makes this product environmentally sustainable and a core element of the green economy. And with that being said, there are few other areas that currently we are not contributing that much. Water management, sustainable manufacturing. Normally, there we relying on Columbus to make sure that their processes, and they do that, their processes are environmentally friendly in manufacturing the raw material that they give to us, and then we our SMEs use. In the green building, we are not yet there, and infrastructure, we are not yet there. We are still following the traditional ways. So we don't use less material. We are still building traditional structures, buildings from steel, and then one that I've given is the one from the hospital that was built in Middleburg from steel. But in that, the greening of steel was not considered. And with that, I thank you. And I will take questions if there's any.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Hector. That was absolutely profound. And I must say that I also appreciate your honesty in the sense that you know, you took us through the journey of what MSI is doing, Mpumalanga Stainless Steel Initiative, that is, and then ended it with the fact that there are things that you are currently implementing in a sustainable way, and the ones that are yet to be. And then, you know, also including the fact that there are people within your ecosystem or value chain, if you like Columbus Steel, if I'm correct, that you mentioned that how you are sourcing your raw materials from them, you make sure that they are done in a sustainable manner. And this is the inclusivity and the collective responsibilities that is required to be able to deliver a just transition world that we all hope to have. So once again, thank you very much. That was very apt. And I believe the small businesses within our midst, even if you are not in the industry that Mr. Hector is coming from, you have learned one or two things to be able to apply and think about within your own industry and how you can also contribute, you know, in a sustainable manner. Mr. Hector, thank you very much. We are very grateful for your contribution to the success of Just Transition Africa Virtual Summit.